of Cleveland,
What is up,
Ohio.
YouTube?
Progressive Field
NYKia31 here, bringing you some online MLB The Show online league footage as I take the Cleveland Indians against the San Diego Padres.
And hi again, folks, alongside Dave Campbell
Justin
and
Masterson on the hill.
Getting set for an intriguing matchup here. The guys
Such a
will
fun
join
game
me
to
in a
play.
moment.
Really
But
good
first,
game.
Let's jump right into our starting lineup.
Taking
here.
on
It's
the
presented
Pods
by
in this
State
one. I currently
Farm.
stand in
Get to a
2-2
State Farm.
in the league. Gotta pick it up. Gotta pick it up.
And on the mound to face
Getting a
these
lot
guys
of
is the
games
young
in this
swingman,
week, hopefully.
right-hander Justin
But
Masterson.
anywho, lots and lots of fun. Also have never here. I also have football in the pipeline, even some basketball. The playoffs are near. I'll cook up some NBA 2K and even some NBA Live 10 for your viewing pleasure as I go into basketball a little bit.
Into the
as the real NBA season begins shortly.
We are ready for baseball.
But here we go, MLB The Show. Got rid of that dang pulsing pitching meter and went back to the trusty
We are underway this
old
afternoon as the
school
first pitch is
meter
over for a called strike one.
and using zone hitting. That's what I love about this game. So many options as far as control schemes and whatnot.
But this will get into the seats.
And the thing I like about it is that they never take the options away, you know? So anyone can find a control scheme that they're comfortable with. But I will say this, I think I touched on this before in my last MLB video
Now here's
in
the
the spring training league.
And
This is now the regular season league, the opening day rosters and whatnot, but baseball is the hardest sport to edit video for, I feel, because you can have a game where all the scoring is done in the first inning, and then what do you show? You have voids of, you know, stuff going on that's not really important or relevant to the game. So finding, you know, what to include, what hits to include, what at bats to include. I tried to do my best to
not fooled on the
as Travis Hafner here goes yard.
Deep right field.
But I tried my best to pick up footage at bats, base hits that actually had an impact on that particular inning or were at pivotal moments of the game. Because you can't, you know, do every inning obviously, because some innings nothing happens and are pretty uneventful.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it.
But as far as baseball goes, as I touched on before, I'm a Mets fan.
Now a fastball
and
missed.
as far as the Mets are concerned, I just root for relevant baseball for as long as possible. Just stay alive and keep me in it so I don't have to adopt the Rays before June. For right now, they stand at 9-8. David Wright is manning up and playing well. Johan Santana has pitched very well for the most part. He had one clunker, but you know, coming back from surgery, he's looked, you know, pretty good. And that's a good sign this early in the season because you expect him to get stronger as the year goes on. The Mets are 9-8, 4 games back. They're not as bad as expected, but I don't think anyone was under any illusions that this was a 90-win team. They're going to have everything click right in order to win 85. No, they're a mid to high 70s, low 80 type team.
And he's bunting with two.
The Nationals are out quick.
Connect, so a real wasted at bat there.
I'm looking forward to seeing if they bring Bryce Harper up this year. Probably not if there's really no need to, and when.
Carlos Quentin will stand.
They're out of the gate fast.
Out his first time.
You know, Atlanta is 11-7. St. Louis 11-7. The Dodgers look mighty impressive early, as do the Rangers. I'm a big Josh Hamilton fan. My favorite players in the league are Josh Hamilton and Longo, Evan Longoria.
And that misses inside.
And Reyes. Breaks my heart to see him in that awful Miami Marlins uniform.
2-0 now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here.
And as far as pitchers go, Johan. Love watching Johan. Love watching David Price. Love watching power pitchers, guys who can dial it up there and bring the noise. Even though Johan's not really much of a power pitcher anymore.
Hard hit towards center.
Wow, Halladay. He's enjoyable to watch. I like watching Tim Hudson. Odd choice, I know, but I've always enjoyed watching him battle. He's a real grinder, a guy who really competes out there. He's a bulldog, a freak. Tim Lincecum. Those are the guys how I enjoy watching a lot.
For Santana, he picks up his first
Speaking of
the new season.
The Rays are living in Florida. The Rays are my adopted American League
and a good
team.
heater as he just watches this baby a ball.
I usually pick up following the Rays whenever the Mets drop into irrelevancy. Then I hop on the Braves bandwagon, not the Braves, but the Rays bandwagon for a month, a couple of months, however long it is.
He grounded out his first time.
And everyone but Boston is 10-7.
And he catches
Boston
the inside corner for a
10.
called strike. 0-1.
What's going on in Red Sox Nation? I saw that atrocity over this last weekend where the Boston bullpen just pretty much lit the entire field on fire.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, what was it, 2 7-run innings? Something crazy like that. Or they batted around. They allowed the Yankees to bat around 2 innings in a row. Not good. Not good. And Bobby Valentine is already ticking off the players, the fans, eventually the media. That's how Bobby V rolls. Not quite sure how long Bobby V is going to last there. I never really thought Bobby V was the right choice for that job. Didn't have the right temperament for a team and a city that's that intense. Bobby V was good for the Mets because the Mets are generally a low-key bunch. They're the type of team that does need, fire lit underneath their behind. They've been like that since the mid-'80s Mets, where you had guys like Keith Hernandez, Howard Johnson, even Straw and Doc when before they started to go off the rails. Guys that didn't need a lot of kicking the pants. That locker room pretty much got itself ready to play and police themselves when they weren't out all getting drunk and smoking cocaine.
1 for 2. He's singled and grounded
out
so far.
Bobby V worked for the Mets because their best player, Piazza at the time, was a laid-back kind of guy, and that's just the way, the team rolled. Edgardo Alfonso, very quiet kind of guy. Oru never said anything.
On to first, and
the team leader back in those days was Al Leiter, the vocal leader of the team. So Bobby V worked with a team like that. He got him to overachieve. His little mind games and whatnot was effective with a team like that, but with a team with guys like Euclid and Pedroia,
bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first.
Guys that are real gritty, hard-nosed type of guys who, don't take lip from people.
Now it's
and
over to
the manic nature of Red Sox Nation, it's just an oil and water mix, I think. So.
On the ground to second
base. Bears to see how long Bobby V lasts, or how ugly it gets.
Comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second.
But anyhow, I will let you see how this one plays out. We're in the middle innings now,
first and second, one man out.
The person I'm playing has got a little rally going. As I try to work out of this jam here, and I'll post a game of this league here and there. Not every game, but maybe a game, a series, or every other series, something like that.
Carlos Quentin.
Just to give you baseball guys something to watch and comment on. So anyhow, I will talk to you all later.
And a
Peace.
slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball one. And a good eye there from the young slugger Quentin as it's 2-0 now.
He looked a little hesitant out there on the mound right now, like he's afraid he's going to make a mistake. That is a dangerous way to pitch.
On to first, and the Padre threat goes by the board. Travis Hafner will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
And now as a pitcher, you just got to go out there and do what you can. Then wait for your ball club to get you some runs.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
And he's got a tough task here going through the 3, 4, and 5, so you hate to fall behind the first guy.
Grounded foul. Fouled back. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Fouled straight back. On a great pitch there as that completely locked him up, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Grady Sizemore. Lays off 1-0.
And in his first start of the year, 6 innings might be all they ask of him.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. He's ready. Now the pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now a fastball that stays straight, but I think he just missed it as this is hit in the air to fairly deep center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Jason Bartlett will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Now the suicide squeeze, but it's popped up. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. And now they've got a man caught out there. Logan Forsythe will stand. Boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Now here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And he can earn his first save of the season here if he can finish this one off.
Swinging a ground ball to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
6 strong innings, Matt. I was a little surprised.